What's up, everybody? Noble Comics here, back again to tackle a very prominent, big comic debate, really anime debate, that I seem to interpret as not really being a big debate anymore. So I think this should just be the final nail in the coffin for the Goku versus One Punch Man debate. I think we're all pretty much on the same page that Goku would win, though I know I have seen fierce debate of this in the past. I don't know if there's people out there who still think One Punch Man would win, but I think I can lay out a pretty obvious, straightforward case for why Goku wins. Now, I will say, if you did watch my ChatGPT answers comics, biggest debate question, that video, ChatGPT says that One Punch Man would win. Now, I don't think that that's true. Maybe the AI is still a little slow. It's not as dangerous as we think. But let me kind of lay out why I think Goku has the edge. Now, I can already hear people saying One Punch Man would win no matter what. He's a gimmick character. He can beat anything in one punch. That's his gimmick. So he just by default wins. And I hear a similar argument, or I used to, in the comic universe about Deadpool, where people would say Deadpool wins any fight. He's a gimmick character because he just has like the best healing factor, so he can never really die. And I don't really buy that. I don't buy the gimmick character as a good enough debate reason to why your character would win. And this would be because, like I'm always saying, it doesn't matter if they're a gimmick character or whatever. It matters on what you actually observe, right? You can say whatever you want, but what do you actually observe in the day-to-day comic or manga or anime or whatever it is? And let's look at what we observe in One Punch Man. We see Saitama defeat almost everything with a single punch. Huge, powerful enemies. One punch blows them away. Splitting the clouds in half with a single hit. Insanely powerful. Insane durability. Never really been harmed at all. Insane speed as well, though not as fast as you might think. I feel like his speed is still like reasonable when it comes to like anime speed, but I doubt we've seen his top speeds or anything like that. But if we look at his most powerful enemy to date, which is probably Boros, which you saw in the season 1 anime as the final villain, Boros seems to be obviously like a Dragon Ball Z ripoff character, and we see him tank multiple punches from One Punch Man. So he's not exactly One Punch Man. Now, they weren't like full-blown serious punches, but he did tank multiple like casual punches from the guy. And we do see his power. He's able to smack One Punch Man from Earth to the moon. We see, I think it's stated that like his laser beam attacks are powerful enough to destroy a planet. So he's obviously the most powerful character in the show that One Punch Man Saitama has fought up until that point. So we can at least put him around planetary level destruction. Now, it doesn't seem like he's able to harm Saitama in any way, but he is shown to tank some of his hits. So we can assume that Saitama's tanking potentially world planet shattering attacks. But that's the most powerful person to date that we are able to scale against. Now, if we pivot a little bit to the Dragon Ball Z universe, Planetary Attacks are like lowball, right? Planetary Attacks are pre-Super Saiyan 1 from Dragon Ball, right? From Dragon Ball Z. Like Frieza had attacks that would blow up an entire planet way before his perfected form. And people like Boo destroying like entire galaxies over time. We have people like Beerus able to tap his fingers and cut a planet in half. And people like Goku, who in his Ultra Instinct form is like a multiversal threat, right? So the power level for Goku compared to like Boros is insanely high, way higher, to an insane multitude. So Saitama has never fought anybody even close to Goku's level. So it is hard to even try and scale him that high. But based on what we've seen against, I don't want to say he struggled against this planetary character. I don't think he did struggle. But at least the resistance that this planetary character was able to show him makes me think maybe he's not quite as powerful as we think he is. And then you tie in also, like we talk about in the Superman video, combat ability. Goku's obviously a way better martial artist than One Punch Man. And speed, I don't know who's faster, because you do see Saitama move pretty fast. I don't want to sit here and say like who's faster. My mind always goes to Goku, but I don't think I could make that judgment call without doing a lot more research on it. But I think there's clearly no way that you can definitively say Saitama beats Goku in a fight. I think Goku right now, with all the evidence we have, pretty handily wins the fight against One Punch Man. And I always make the joke and say this should be non-controversial. I think this actually should be non-controversial, right? Goku wins against Saitama. But I just wanted to kind of lay it out from what I've seen. One last nail in the coffin. I will beat the dead horse one last time. Say that Goku wins. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next video.